Alright folks, we just finished Crossroads. Decent little scenario, made some progress, got a couple of levels up, and we're going to move on, heading for the mountains. Now, one of the orcs survived long enough to send the news to the queen, and she sent her most able commander. Who is this able commander? So we've skirted the city, heading up north into the hills. I wonder why it is that we had to fight at this crossroads to follow the road when we then immediately left the road. But in any case, the Princess of Wesnoth. On the road to Knalga, the party was opposed by the forces of Ashavir. The queen has sent me to stop you, imposter! So this is the first appearance of Lisar, the princess, who is actually a very, very dangerous unit. And my friend Lesar gives us a little bit of background on Lisar, the daughter of Queen Ashavir and her successor. I'm no imposter. It seems that your mother has lied to you. And Lisar is not interested in listening, of course. So no use in reasoning. She will understand only one thing: 2 arms. So basically we need to kill Lisar. She doesn't die when we reduce her hit points to 0. She surrenders, because that's the nice thing to do. So Lisar is a princess. She has leadership. She also has initiative, so all adjacent friendly units will strike first even when defending. That makes her incredibly powerful as a support character. The combination of leadership and initiative is super, super valuable. She also has a very powerful melee attack, 11 times 4 at level 2. I mean, her melee attack is very nearly equivalent to Conrad's, despite him being a level higher. And it's better than Kalenz's, even though Kalenz right now has the leadership buff. It's also better than the Elvish Avengers, which is level 3. So she's a powerful unit. And she advances to the Battle Princess, who has an even more powerful attack, and of course more hit points and all of that good stuff. So, Lisar is a very effective and powerful unit, and spoiler, we will get her later in the campaign. So, need to move our units out. The thing about this scenario, of course, is that we have to fight our way across this river, and rivers are terrible defensive terrain. If we look at the terrain here, I'm sorry, I just need to hover over it. You know, forests are 60% approximately. Grasslands, Lisar actually gets very high defense in pretty much all terrains, but you can see my Elvish Avenger, 40% there, only 30% in shallow water. Many units get only 20% or 10% in water. So fighting your way across the river is very difficult. There are 2 bridges, and the river is narrow enough that fast units can hop it. But that's pretty much what you're reduced to. I do have a couple of villages down there and one there that a swimming unit will be able to take. And of course, fighting on the river, a couple of mermen can be quite useful. So we are going to recall some of our mers. We're going to recall we're definitely going to recall Oceana. I'm also going to recall got Yarla. Yeah, I'm also going to recall Mabua. And is there another swimmer I should recall? Not really. Well, Yarla is loyal, so we'll recall Yarla. Then, in other terms, the Huntsman and the Paladin I'm going to leave off the field at this point. They've hit their maximum levels. I don't necessarily need to use them and give them more experience unless it's really, really vital. So I don't need them anymore. I'm gonna no, I don't want. I pressed the wrong button there. No, stop it. I want to recall Reglock. Sometimes I'm dumb. You're just gonna have to get used to that if you watch this channel. I assume you already are, actually. We're going to recall a rider, and we're going to recall our captain. Yeah, let's recall a captain as well. So we will also recall Lawflor, and we'll get Wraithel back as well. We'll do that. We're going to have a couple turns of recruitment / recalling here. And Lisar is going to lean heavily on duelists and fencers, as well as some of the basic units. So she's got a pikeman, who is very effective against cavalry and charging units especially. She's got a fencer, who is a skirmisher and has very, very high defense in almost all terrain. Even in water, he's still 40%, and on flat ground, 60%. A duelist, who is an upgraded fencer with a powerful single-shot ranged attack. A cavalryman, who is a cavalry with a sword attack. And then a couple of archers, who are a lot like Orcish archers, but without the fire arrows. Now, let's run around, grab villages real quick. Collins can take that one, and we kind of need to start moving into position. So we're going to have our Avenger take this woods. Move our captain straight forward. What we're going to have to do is sort of set up a line along here, have flanking forces in the woods to prevent us from being attacked across the bridge, And, of course, we're going to need to take the water as well. So we've got our little water hit squad here. I think I'll probably recall my other rider as well. Just have a fast unit that can swing north. We are going to recall... should we get a second captain? I don't think we'll need both captains necessarily. Could probably do with a hero, because we're holding out for a hero till the end of the night. And we could use Yitter the Knight. He wants some experience as well. Then let's get that mage back. And then in terms of recruitment, let's grab a thief. And let's grab an elvish fighter. Now, we don't have any land healers, so we may also want to recruit a shaman or two. So, she is probably going to try to push across the bridge up here and fight us in this terrain, cut us off from some of our villages. The early portion of this game is going to be a question of us grabbing villages as quickly as possible, because of course Lisar starts with a bunch. She just automatically has the villages on her side, and so we need to try and take villages away. I'm actually going to send Niflheim down here to grab that village, just to rush across the river as fast as humanly possible. And we're going to start setting up lines northwards. You, sir, rush up through the woods. I'm going to go over that way. We'll deploy her north as well. Get our knight down here where he has some open room to maneuver. Thief forward. We do need something of a front line here. Is there any more recalling I really, really want to do? Yes, I do want Harnal. Then, in terms of other recalls, I have an archer I could theoretically be leveling up here. I have a thug. A lot of units down here with very little experience. Let's recall you. And let's spend the extra money to recall you since you're quick and strong, which are pretty good traits. Means high damage output. Then, in terms of recruitment, we are going to need a shaman. And we're going to need a couple more meat shield units. So a couple of fighters, a couple of archers. And I'm thinking one more round of recruitment, and then we'll be out of money and ready to go. We're going to get 2 or 3 more units here. In fact, I may just leave Conrad in the back, since I've got enough leadership. Okay, so the cavalry is pushing forward to the banks of the river. The goal here is going to be to cut that cavalryman off, so that he can't effectively cross the river with the support of his units behind him. Now, I do have one big benefit here, which is that a lot of my units are neutral, and Lisar's units are lawful. That means that during the nighttime, my units will fight significantly better than hers. And I also have a few chaotic units, of course. So, they're across the river, up north. We are going to let's grab that village to make sure that this fencer can't get at us. And Kalen's can come right there, so he can jump in and use his attacks if necessary, if he gets a good option. Now, that cavalry can cross the river in a few different places. Archers can theoretically reach me if I'm in that village as well. So what I'm going to do is we're going to put Yitter the Knight back here to counterstrike if necessary. We're going to put Loflar in the woods. Lisar is going to take that village, and Reglock will be right there. So now, they can definitely attack Lisar. Lisar has 60% defense and is very, very unlikely to be killed. In fact, I think it's impossible to kill Lisar. They can also attack Reglock, but they can only get 2 units on him. Delphador, meanwhile, will come down this way to punish anybody who tries to cross the bridge. We will grab that village away from Lisar. We'll take that village, we'll sail down this way. We'll grab these 2 villages and then swing up the river with the merfolk. In terms of recruitment, like I said, I'm going to get about 3 more units. One more scout might be a decent idea, but I'm going to focus on power here. I've got 1 mage. Could potentially use another mage. I don't really need mages in this situation. Just archers. Let me grab a pair of archers. And another fighter. And that, I think, is going to be that. So Conrad will actually move forward to give leadership support. Okay, so they're moving south with the fencers. That was kind of what I wanted. I didn't want them trying to push real hard on the north. And they're coming in against Delphador with their cavalry. That is unwise, and I love it. I love that unwise decision. I love that unwise decision, too. This AI is being more aggressive than I've seen the AI play in this scenario before, and it's not going to pay off for them. So I've got this Elvish Rider. I can't fight the pikemen with an Elvish Rider. That would be a super bad idea. But let's grab those. Now, my main forces are just beginning to arrive on the scene. Kalenz and the Elvish Rider could both gang up on this guy. And Kalenz could probably do pretty significant damage to him. But they would then get swarmed by these other fencers to some extent. Let's send Maver up here, where he can help with that. There's a lot of fencers in these woods. The Elvish Rider, I should actually keep snaking villages with, I think, but I can't let Kalenz get cut off. So yeah, I'm going to need to come down here. I think I'm going to need to pull back and play defensive for a minute. Just for a hot minute, especially because these guys ignore zones of control, so I can't block them from moving. Like this guy can go, I have to keep Wraithel all the way back here to prevent her from getting sniped. Because she could theoretically be sniped. Actually, I'm going to put her on the village. That guy can't realistically snipe her in one turn, but if he tries, that would be fine. And we're gonna do a little bit of damage with Kalenz. There we go. That was pretty decent. Now, this cavalry has put himself in a bad spot, and I love it. That's exactly what I wanted. So that will do the dirty to him if we can get just a little bit of support. This archer could also kill him, and that would be fine as well. Upgrading Reglock, let me see, he upgrades to an assassin. It's poison throwing knives. And is a skirmisher, that's not bad. Yeah, that's not bad at all. Let's do that. So what we want is we do want the archer to get a little bit of experience off him. So let's send in the archer to shoot. And then, if we come over here, 64%, I'd like to do 5 more damage if I can. Just 5 more damage. There you go. Excellent. Now, Reglock can kill him in one stab. Boom. Boom shakalaka. We're going to put Larion right on the edge of the river as a blockade. Reglock might get attacked here, but he can't get attacked all that much. Elvish Riders. Are Elvish Riders vulnerable to pierce? They are. Ugh. But it is nighttime. So what I can do here is... Well, first of all, I need to kill that guy. I would like to kill him, but I can't realistically do that this turn. We're going to have to put that fantasy aside. I could cross the river with my knight, but that would put him in serious danger versus these fencers and the cavalry. And... yeah, because all these units, these 4 units could all collapse on him, and that would be super bad. Okay. We're going to move a captain, another Elvish fighter north, because I've got the forces here to overwhelm this force. Move that Elvish archer north, and the archer and the fighter should move out at the same time. Now, this Elvish rider, I am actually... I don't want him attacked by the pikemen. And I don't want him fighting the Javelineer either, necessarily. And running him up here to take pot shots at the pikemen wouldn't accomplish a whole lot, because then he'd just get totally ganged up on. What I do, however, want... is I do want, as I said, to kill this archer, so... that won't kill him. Unfortunately, there's not a whole lot of options for doing that. That don't end up with me standing next to a village getting absolutely pounded from all sides. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to let him live. I'm going to move there, put my captain there, and put Yitter right there, so nobody can really take a whole lot of hits this turn. That'll be fine, and these forces should be able to beat back these guys. This gentleman's going to make himself a target. Okay. And this guy is actually going to run all the way back here where he can't be reached in one turn by anybody. and wait for his moment, because he can move through forests very, very rapidly. This is what riders are really useful for. I just have this guy back here now. Next turn, he has 11 movement points. So he'll be able to just charge through the forest, end up behind anybody, and snipe them. I got a little bit more recruitment coming. And alright, they're shifting south in order to try and flank me, which means they're going to be outflanked themselves by the troops in the woods. Okay, that's not great, but not unendurable. Yeah, we've got this. They're split up at this point. So, Wraithiel does need to be protected. So, I'm going to have to kill him, which is best done with ranged attacks. Although, killing him with Reglock would actually level Reglock up. So, let's plan on that. He is highly, highly resilient to damage. With a lightning, 65% chance to kill. I don't like that. Let's get some command. Right up there. Okay. Because what I want is, the backstab does a ton of damage to him, so I want to do 11 more points of damage. So if we can hit him 3 times, that's great. Excellent. And backstab. Yeah, so Reglock is now leveled up. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Perfect. Now you, Vidame, can go right there. You can put that guy right there. And we can launch a lovely little lance charge. Let's hit him with the sword a few times first. Oh, 41% chance to kill. Just go in with the lance. Really? Missed an 80% shot. You are worthless and weak, Yitter. No wonder you're not my favorite. I don't want Lissar getting the kill. Okay, there we go. Now you, folks up here, you need to be stopped before we make our further decision on what's going to happen. So let's put Mavera right there. Have Kalen's come down here, do a little bit more fairy fire. Yeah, kind of expected that. Okay. The problem with dealing with these guys, especially en masse, is you have to be very, very careful not to be outflanked. So in this case, and of course we have to be careful of him too. In this case, that means I have to put somebody like on the square, physically on the squares that surround Kalen's, because otherwise these guys can reach every square around him. They can attack him from anywhere, and I can't prevent it in any way. Him, I want to die. So we go up there. Yeah, let's go in melee. Alright, he's nearly dead. So I'm going to move Harinal over here and finish him off. There we go. Alright, excellent. Harinal is close to leveling. Now, I need to place somebody right up there. I need to place him right there. High dodge chance. Great. Harinal is a little bit vulnerable, but I don't think they can kill him with their lowered damage. And we can move this guy in to... Could attack Elbridge, or we could just come down here. Let's just come down here and shoot him with bows. Cavalry do not do well in villages. And then you can come over there and help. Meanwhile, the Merfolk hit squad is going to move slowly forward. Come on, take the village. Thank you. And our income is finally positive again. That bowman doesn't really have any good targets to attack that aren't going to retaliate, so I'm just going to let him be, actually. If he attacks Delphador, he deserves everything he gets. And I would love, 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 love to come in and do some damage to that mage. Well, not as much damage as I hoped. But that's fine. Okay, they're attacking the commander. Not unexpected, but also not terribly effective. Oh, and I forgot to move him. I should have moved him. Oh, well, actually, he worked out fine standing there. It worked out okay. Yitter needs to move back, or he's going to be ruined. Okay, now our good friend needs to move. That Javelineer I would love to kill with a charge, but that is super, super risky because we're going to get that first strike hit in first. And oof. Bad news bears. Bad news bears all around. So, these three have basically killed themselves at this point. I would love for Harrenhal to kill this gentleman and level in the process. So let's go there. Let's go there. Let's go... we need to clear some of them out before we can even do that. Go up there. And let's begin to cross the river as well. Let's do that. And let's come down here. Okay, damage, damage, damage. Good. Get some free shots. Excellent. Very high experience. Now let's move in and trade some melee. Alright, very low health. One hit will kill him, 76% chance. Go for it. Yeah, there you go. 1 experience away from leveling. Excellent. You, sir, you should be in that village. And yeah, just do a little bit of fighting here. Wow, nothing. Impressive. Impressively sucky. Just shoot him a little bit. And finish him off, please. Thank you. Now, you should be entangled. You should probably stab him. Yeah, you can put in some melee. See, standing in a river is just terrible. I mean, even when I'm rolling badly, which I'm rolling kind of badly right now. 80% chance to hit is just... Yeah, let me look at my statistics real quick. Yeah. I'm rolling low on damage. I'm also rolling slightly low on damage taken, but I'm rolling noticeably low on damage inflicted. Oh well, c'est la vie. So, that Javelineer, can't quite kill him with that. So I think probably... that'd be an 80% chance to kill. Let's see if we can take out this guy first, and if we can, then we'll work based on that assessment. I think I can backstab him pretty hardcore right there. Just trade arrows, see if we can get 1 hit. Okay, we got our 1 hit, so yeah, 1 hit will kill him now. And I know I'm giving experience to Reglock, who doesn't need or want it, but it's just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. Now, Viri, however you pronounce that, Viri, whatever. He's going to get another round of attacks, but it won't be that bad a round of attacks. And so I'm just going to send Loeffler over here to claim that village as well. You, sir, can come down here and stand next to the healer to get a little bit of lovely healing juices. And we can put some arrows into him and steal his village. Great. Now the mage can come down here. Hasn't done anything yet, but has kind of served as a threat in being. Meanwhile, Nifl Ale can't accomplish anything up here besides getting isolated and ganged up on. So let's run around to the back, shoot some arrows. Okay, probably still not in serious danger, given the high defense in forests. Great. That's fine. Gonna kill that archer, though. Or not. Wow. Yeah, that mage made a pretty good damage trade. Okay, now it's full daytime, so their units are the most dangerous they could possibly be. Let's get down here and just, oof. Yeah, see, look at the damage here. The damage is crazy. But I'm going to level, and the game knows that I'm going to level, so I will just shoot my bow at him. Excellent. And I'm leveled up to an Elvish Marshal. So Elvish Marshals, top-of-the-line leadership units, high sword attack, high bow attack. Fantastic. Just what I wanted. Now, who else was I leveling here? Ah, yes, the mage. Let's give the mage the kill on the Javeliner. 8 HP, I think we can handle that. So move you down around this way, maybe? And hit him with a magic missile. Excellent. Red mage, white mage. Let's go white mage. We could always use another healer. Well, I've already got Elvish Shamans, who are pretty solid heroes. Let's go red mage again. So we've got a second red mage now. Fantastic. Love it. Like it, love it, gotta have it. Put some arrows into him. Excellent. Not going to give the experience to Rain. Rina needs to run, really, is what needs to happen here. Let's give experience to this Elvish Fighter real quick. Excellent. And then let's actually give more experience to our Elvish Rider as well. Niflheim, why do you do this to me? Why do you have to be this way? Like, what makes you do this? Your mother's very disappointed in you. Oh, and one XP away from another upgraded archer as well. Now, let's form a little defensive huddle around our boy Niflheim here. No matter how disappointing he is, we still love him. Still love him very dearly. This assassin, yeah, let's get up here to stab this mage a little bit. Just stab the crap out of this mage. Please. Please stab the mage. I need you to stab the mage more, actually. You could be on the village. You can be on that village to heal up. Kalens can cross the river, and now we surge across the river in full strength because there's nothing left to stop us. Excellent, excellent, excellent. You can go down there. That's a cavalry. During the daytime, I don't really want to get in a melee fight with this guy. The crossbow and all. So let's just run way up north to go take some more villages. Meanwhile, the fish squad is actually a little bit late to the party this time. I wasn't expecting to break through quite as quickly as I did. I mean, it's only been... It has been 8 turns, I guess, but still, the fish squad is really being left in the dust. It's impressive. And Lisar is largely out of units and options at this point. Pretty much all she's got is just sort of flinging units at me in this sort of disorganized fashion. And she will inflict some damage, but I don't think any of these mages are going to get a kill. White. Wow, that was close. Now, all you need to do is fight. You don't need to get a kill. So just come up there and hit this mage with a sword. Excellent. Let's upgrade to an Elvish Marksman here. We've already got a Ranger we've upgraded. More Rangers are always good, but Marksman with that Marksman high damage ranged attack can be very, very useful in the right circumstances. And then let's give Sanin the kill on him, if we can. We can. Giving Niflheim the kill on her would be great. Let's get the Elvish Hero up. Let's get Conrad up. Get an Archer up. We are going to have to fight without the benefit of terrain at this point. Just stab a little bit. Okay, great. And Niflheim. Score the kill. Excellent. Claim that village. That cavalry can reach that location. So we're going to want Reglock in front. Reglock has the hit points and the dodge ability to avoid punishment for that. You, sir, steal the village. Let's just shoot. Ouch. Wow, good shots, though. Pinar is almost certainly going to die. I'll be actually really surprised if she doesn't. Niflheim needs protection from 2 angles. We're going to put Delphador and Lothlar up front. Actually, put Lothlar right there. And Lisar. Yitter. Village. You, sir. Nope, actually don't do that. That is too close. If I put, of course, if I lose Kalens, I lose the scenario. So if I put Kalens there, all 3 of these units could potentially hit him. And that would be disastrous. So let's move there, right there. Let's throw out Lotia as a sacrificial lamb. Kalens. You, Madame, should stand... Crossing the river won't really help you. Stand up there. And my friend Red Mage ready to lay down the proverbial smack. Okay, that should be fine. And the merfolk, now rendered completely purposeless. Moving on up. Okay, so we've got an intruder behind our lines, but that's alright. We'll finish him off as he comes. Oh, don't do it. I'm mad about that. The odds were against that happening. And I'm angry about it. I mean, I've gotten enough levels already in this scenario that it's still worth it. Like, I'm still progressing, and I'm about to get another one. But I'll be honest, the cheerful, like, nihilistic willingness of the AI to just straight up sacrifice its units in order to kill one of yours is sometimes very frustrating. One of the most frustrating aspects of Wesnoth. And if I was the guy in charge of making Wesnoth, I would not have programmed it this way. To be quite frank, I would not do this to the player because, I mean, it is very frustrating and for no good reason. It makes the game... It doesn't actually help the strategy of the game because, like that, by doing that, this unit is just completely sacrificed. There's no chance. Let me rephrase that. There's almost no chance of IDEX surviving. There's also almost no chance of this guy surviving. He can accomplish things if I ignore him, but at this point, in order to not lose, what the AI needs to do is defend Lisar until the time runs out, which is unlikely because it's thrown away so many units in suicidal attacks at me, but would be more likely if it had retained units instead of launching suicide bombing runs to kill one of my units, and then just... I could go on and on about this, but yes, it irritates me. And whenever that happens, I'm strongly tempted to reload, and sometimes I do when I'm playing other games. Fuck you, Yitter. You're the worst. The absolute goddamn worst. Pardon my French, but... Ugh. This game is trying to make me a liar right now. I said there was almost no chance of this guy surviving. And this game is trying real hard to make me out to be a liar. Real hard. Ugh. I'm trying to hit that sweet spot where he doesn't actually die. And it is difficult. Really difficult. It's challenging. Okay. Perfect. That worked out. That worked out okay. Let's get another Elvish hero. Just kind of a meat and potatoes, solid, fighty unit. You can stand there. You go up there. You go up there. Put some arrows in him. Wow, 4 out of 4 hits. That's lucky. If only luck in Wesnoth didn't come at the most unpredictable and inopportune times. Get Harnal up there, get the mage up behind. Stand on there. You should be there. And you can go over there to heal. Yep, that's fine. You can stand there. And you can be like right there. And that'll be it. I'm genuinely pissed off that I lost my Elvish Rider. They're not the strongest units, but I like them, and they're very flexible, and of course losing a level 2 is just always really a pain in the ass. Anyway, happy thoughts, happy thoughts. Let's get Mavera to kill that guy. Level him up. Or start working towards leveling him up. Reclaim that. You could be down there. Go ahead, put some, yep, do that. Great. Wow. Once again, my Elvish archers are really performing this time. Ooh, look at you, Pyrnimion. You are rocking it. Now, once we get into range of Lisar, of course, Lisar is incredibly dangerous. So that is going to be a challenge, because she is neutral. So she has 44 damage at all times of day. And, yeah, she hits harder than most Orc units, including Orcish commanders. An Orcish warlord hits harder than she does, but less reliably. So it becomes very fraught. What we have to do is you have to move with units that are not particularly vulnerable to her up front, and cautiously. Because if she hits with all 4 of her attacks, like, that's it. Whatever she's targeted is pretty much dead. So, we're going to push up. Elvish Fighter. This Elvish Hero can survive being hit by her. Elvish Marksman cannot. Elvish Fighter. Right there. We're going to put you on the village. Heir most definitely can. So Heir can take point of the formation we're assembling. Lissar also can, so he can take that side. The nice thing about her is she does not have Skirmisher. Kalen's can't necessarily take a round. Lafleur can, but can't deal with being hit by both. So that's a little bit of a gamble we have to take. Put Yitter in the middle of the formation. Move Conrad forward. Reglock get a round of healing, and Delphador extend the flank. Well, no. Because once again, if they both focus on Delphador, then we're in for a bad time. Put Delphador right there where he's attempting target for the cavalry. Half the strategy in this game is figuring out the best way to bait the AI, which I personally find, as I've said, irritating, but is what it is. I like the game enough that I'm willing to keep playing it even with these pretty significant flaws in how it's designed. Okay, so we baited the cavalry. That's great. That cavalry is going to go down like a chump. Every time I say something like that, every single time. Still going to go down, though. There's no realistic possibility of surviving this. Finally, Yitter hits something with a lance charge. It is a beautiful, glorious day. Now, the reason why I didn't send in Raythiel is that I want Raythiel to get the marksman shots on Princess Lissar. Get you up. Actually, let's put you in the woods for right now. And let's get you guys advancing. So you can be in 60% defense. You can be in 60% defense. You can be, like, over there. We'll get you up there so that you can entangle that cavalry. Or not. Or just, you could just not do that, I guess. Like, that's also an option. You could, you know, fail to accomplish things. I won't tell you you can't. Like, you can do whatever you set your mind to, including not doing anything. Don't let anybody tell you that you can't fail. Live for your dreams. Yep. And let's put some arrows into her. Great. I'd like to put some arrows into that cavalry as well. Excellent. Now we can steal another kill. 93, 84. Let's go with the lower percentage, no damage option. Yay! Excellent. Pierre Nimion is about halfway there. Whoa, living on a prayer. Get another unit up that side. Wow, 3 hits again. Impressive. Alright, we've got her wiped. We've got her locked down entirely. Let's give, just to add insult to injury, let's give this Elvish Rider the kill on her as well, if possible. Nope, not possible. Never mind me. Okay, there we go. Who does get the kill on her? That is an interesting question. It would be nice if it was Yitter, but I'm going to do it with arrows because I don't want to risk taking melee damage. So let's try to get rid of this cavalry. Okay, got rid of the cavalry. Great. Yeah. Give the shaman some experience. And then give the experience of killing Lissar to upgrading the Selfish Marksman would also be useful. Could just give it to a random fighter or to one of my level 2s. Let's actually give it to Kalen's, because Kalen's takes a while to level up, and leveling him up is useful because it makes him tougher to kill. And since he's a necessary unit, he doesn't upgrade all that much, except he gets 2 extra shots of his Fairy Fire, which can be handy. So move him in and blast her. I surrender. Don't hurt me, imposter. Yeah, we've hurt you quite a bit, actually. Okay, so Lisar is now beginning to doubt her mother. Ashafir has lied to her, and she spared her life, and she remains for the moment as an enemy. Little do they know just how many undead have wandered the northern road of late. Surely they are doomed. Yes, that's fine. Great. So, Kalensa got a little bit more experience. We lost at level 2, but we also leveled up. We leveled up Reglock, we leveled up Sanin, we leveled up Harinal, we leveled up another Red Mage, so +4, -1, net. Oh, and we leveled up Rathiel as well. So, you know what? Overall, it was a good scenario. Made a lot of progress in it. I just really hate losing those units randomly to being sniped. But as you go along in the campaign, you lose leveled up units. Unless you play hyper conservatively and hyper slow, there's no way to avoid that. And even if you play hyper conservatively, sometimes it just happens. You know, Wesnoth attempts to teach you to become inured to losses, to grimly accept the price of war. Unfortunately, in a game, that's a terrible idea. How do I put it? I recognize and acknowledge that it is Wesnoth's design philosophy. I think it's a bad philosophy for a strategy game. The game itself is nice enough and fun enough and well put together enough that, as I've said, I enjoy it, despite thinking that it comes from a flawed place. So, in any case, take that for what it's worth. You'll see me get frustrated more as this campaign goes on, because I will lose units and I don't intend to save scum. Now, like I did back at the Battle of Lensafar, if I notice that something's gone wrong and I've put things in the wrong place before I end the turn, you know, I'm willing to go back and redo that turn in order to move them to the location where I should have put them in the first place. Like, if I realize what's going wrong before it actually goes wrong. If it goes wrong and I lose a guy, nah, I don't feel good about reloading that. So we're going to try to soldier on as much as we can, and I think I'll be able to beat the campaign anyway. I've done this before. So in any case, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next episode.